More than 150 Harvard professors are protesting against the university's administration after it rescinded a PhD program offer to ex-inmate Michelle Jones and withdrew a fellowship invitation to convicted leaker Chelsea Manning. They're upset. I'll tell you that. Let's get the thoughts of Charlie Kirk with Turning Point USA. Charlie, come on in. What's your thoughts on that situation at Harvard?
You know, when you have this many Harvard professors upset, something must be going right. In all seriousness, I mean, come on. Harvard is known as the beacon of American, educational kind of advancement of these ideas, and this is the best that they can do. I'm glad they rescinded this. And look, instead of trying to get convicted leakers or former criminals to come speak at Harvard and lecture, why don't they fight for intellectual diversity? Fight for conservatives to come to Harvard or get some different type of ideas. It's more than entirely possible to be a political science student at Harvard University for 4 years and not hear one good thing about a conservative idea for more than 10 minutes. Think about that. So I don't care what these 150 professors think. It means nothing to me, and the fact that they're kind of in a cross-firing squad actually makes me chuckle a little bit.
Well, I tell you what, I can meet your 150-odd professors and raise it to 177 with UC Berkeley. The professors there are signing a petition to boycott Free Speech Week. Another example of, we don't like your message, so therefore we're not going to allow you to speak. What's going on college campuses, and especially at Berkeley, the cradle, if you like, of free speech?
Used to be the cradle of free speech.
Sorry,
and so these professors, yes. They're saying, oh, we're going to boycott Free Speech Week, not because it's anything racist or incendiary, but because they disagree with the people that are speaking. Now, it's very funny. They're going to have to pay $300,000, actually a total cost of $600,000 to keep the campus safe. So free speech is not really free anymore. It's actually quite expensive. This is exactly what the left wants to do, though. They want to make it so difficult and cumbersome to bring conservative speakers and people who give conservative lectures on campus that universities cite the cost as an issue, not to have intellectual diversity. And so I always lean back and I say, look, if you're a conservative student on campus, you have to sit through all this leftist nonsense and garbage for years. Why can't the left be okay with an optional conservative speaker to come on campus?
Well, all I can say is they must be incredibly threatened by those conservative ideas and thoughts, so much so that they want to clamp it down. By the way, I should give you a shout-out. President Trump tweeted a thank you to you after you commented on his UN speech. That's kind of nice to get a shout-out from the president, isn't it, Charlie?
Not a bad way. Not a bad way to start the morning. Love the president, support his agenda, and I think his speech at the UN was absolutely historic.
It was historic, although, the usual critics came in. Dark and dangerous, said Hillary Clinton. The French say you can't talk about Iran like that in that Iran nuke deal. But it was unique in as much as it was very bold and you think very effective.
And most definitely, my favorite part of the entire speech was how he targeted Venezuelan socialism. You look at the rise of socialism throughout Central and South America and how it's completely destroyed once vibrant, rich countries such as Venezuela. And President Trump was unafraid on the national stage to call out these failed Marxist ideologies. And I think we need more of that from our Western leaders. You're not going to get it from Trudeau. You're not going to get it from the European leaders. And that's what I loved most about his UN speech.
One last one for you, Charlie. What are your thoughts on the president reaching out to Democrats and getting the spending plan in place for the rest till the end of the year, raising the debt limit and all of that stuff, purely because he couldn't get his own party to work with him? Certainly upset those on the far right. What does Charlie Kirk say?
So I consider myself part of the vast right-wing conspiracy, but I love it. And let me tell you why I love it. The only reason we're going to have a health care vote next week is because President Trump put pressure on Republican leadership by showing he can work with the Democrats. If there was no deal on the debt limit, let's be perfectly clear, this Graham Cassidy bill would be nowhere. So he opened up the legislative calendar and said, all right, Republicans, show me what you can do. Got the debt limit, got hurricane funding out of the way. You're up. And look, now all of a sudden you're seeing the Republicans work harder than ever before. In fact, they're complaining they have to stay in the halls of Congress till 10 or 11 o'clock. They're like, oh, we're working really hard days. Like, give me a break. I mean, this is the hardest they've worked. The country club actually has to become an office now. But I love it. The president demonstrated fantastic leadership there.
Okay. Charlie Kirk, as Stuart likes to refer to you, the future president of the United States. And we hope that's true. Charlie Kirk, thank you so much for joining us on this Friday. Thank you.
Appreciate it.